ship, and here's what they had to say. We're calling everyone to ride along to another shore. We can laugh our lives away and be free once more. But no one heard them calling, no one came at all, 'cause they were too busy watching those old raindrops fall. As the storm was blowing out on the peaceful sea, 73 men sailing off to history. Ride, Captain, ride upon your mystery ship. Be amazed at the friends you have here on your trip. Ride, Captain, ride upon your mystery ship. On your way to a world that others might have missed. "73 men sailed up from the San Francisco Bay, got off the ship, and here's what they had to say. We're calling everyone to ride along to another shore. We can laugh our lives away and be free once more. Ride, Captain, ride upon your mystery ship. Be amazed at the friends you have here on your trip. Ride, Captain, ride upon your mystery ship. On your way to a world that others might have missed. Ride, Captain, ride upon your mystery ship. Be amazed at the friends you have here on your trip.
Yeah, go on over to WEJA Radio and listen to the Ernie Abbott Show, a.k.a. The Godfather. Yeah, you want to listen to an eclectic blend of music across the genres? Come on over to WEJA Radio. Every day streaming live, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right, on Spreaker.com. Check them out.
Running wild out in the city.
Voted Best Stash by Mustache Aficionado in 2013. Voted Best Skype Call Show by the Eternal Order of the Super Secret Skype Chat. Quality shit shows agree. You're listening to Night Talk with Jay Sands on the Sandsnet Radio Network. Only on Spreaker.com.
It's the Beat Bopper here, and just a reminder that right after me, it is Jay Sands and Night Talk, the king of the Night Talk shows. David Letterman, look out, there's a new sheriff in town.
You're listening to Night Talk with your host, Jay Sands, streaming live on the Sandsnet Radio Network. This one's exclusive. Psycho Sandman.
Welcome back. This is Night Talk with Jay Sands.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I think we are all set to proceed this evening. We got a few things to talk about. I mentioned it earlier before the musical break while our chat room filled up. We've got Pumpkin Face. Aaron joined us. Apocalypse has joined us in the interim. We've got Ouija's own Ernie Abbott. Rick's in the chat room. Bob Steele's here. All the guys are assembled and ready to go. Aaron is number one, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron, who has never been in the number one chat club for the evening. So he is now part of history. Number one, Aaron. Yeah, buddy. All right. Let's see. They're talking about a lot of different things in the chat right at this point in time, and because I start their conversations off because I mentioned a few things, and they just run with it. Wow. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, for the silence. It's just that, I try to skim over to see what they're talking about. Just so many things they go back and forth on. They're talking about important workers. They've talked about highest conviction rates in USA, North Korea, but it's not verified. Let's see. The Chinese don't have as many prisoners as us, and they got a quarter of the population of the world in their country. So you see how these conversations go in our chat, ladies and gentlemen. If you're out there, you're just listening, you're just a regular listener, which we love. Please don't change that. But if you've never been in our chat room, it's a place to be because there are very, very intelligent things are said. Some stupid things are said. Some very funny things are said. Some very offensive things are said. But that's the makeup of our chat room. We like to think it's, well, not controlled, but, it's an environment where people can speak their minds and not be, completely tortured, or battered, if you will. And a lot of opinions there are, and we want them all. All right. I just don't know where to start today. Well, let's start with, we'll go back to yesterday. And, I didn't do that, did I? No, I didn't. Well, anyway, I screwed that up, but that's okay. We'll start with this one. There was a man attacks New York City police officers with a hatchet. Now, before I go on with this, there's something that's got to be said here. Political correctness has run rampant in this country for way too long now. This administration, the far left in this country, the progressives in this country, seem to think that it's okay not to call something what it is. Because if you do, you're a racist. If you do, you don't care about people who are poor. If you do, the minorities get hurt. You know what? The time for that shit is over. People are starting to die now. And I said this many times on this show. Many times I've said it. People must die in this country before anything gets done. People must die. So now people are dying. You've got a cop in New York. You've got a couple of soldiers up in Canada who are dead. You got a woman in I believe it was Oklahoma was beheaded. Another one attacked. But they won't call it what it is. Terrorism. Islamic fundamentalist terrorism. They won't call it what it is. And here's another point I heard today, and I really never thought about it. Do you know what the main, how shall I put this? The main requirement for being a jihadist is? Does anybody, can anybody raise their hand and answer that question for me? Yeah, you, Johnny, over in the corner. Oh, you can't speak because of political correctness. Well, I'm sorry. I'll say it for you. You must be a Muslim. Okay? You must be a Muslim. And if you're a Muslim, therefore, you are of the Islamic faith. And if you are a radical, you are an Islamic radical of the Muslim faith. See where I'm going with this? And when you don't recognize a problem for what it is, you cannot correct it. Imagine if they called Ebola cotton candy. Or said, well, geez, that's not really that important. It only kills 50% of the people that get it. I mean, you get it. It's almost a death sentence. So if you don't identify it correctly, people are going to die. So my point is this. The political correctness in this country must stop. It can only stop when you, the American people, say enough is enough. I've had it with this political hack bullshit. People are dying here. You don't see it because it's isolated. So they want to hide it. They want to protect their political fucking asses. Well, you know what? The time for that shit is over now. It's done. It's finished. It's here. We told you it was coming. You've been hearing this for 8 friggin' years now. It's coming to the States. It's coming to the States. It's now here, ladies and gentlemen. It's here. Okay? It's come. People are dying now in the name of Allah. As twisted and as sick as that is, that's the truth. Are we blaming the whole Muslim religion? No, we're not. We're calling a spade a spade. If you are Muslim and you are there goes my mind again. And you are radicalized, and you are jihadist, and you're calling for people's heads to be chopped off, you're a terrorist. That's what you are. It's got to stop. If it doesn't stop, ladies and gentlemen, and we don't get smart in this country today, and quickly, a lot more people are going to die. A lot more people are going to die. The article was written, I believe it was today. It was written by CNN's Simon Prokupez. He reports from New York. And Greg Bothello, who writes from Atlanta. And other contributors are Ray Sanchez and Greg Seeby contributed to this story. A man charged at 4 New York police officers with a metal hatchet Thursday, hitting 2 of them at a time of high alert for authorities concerned they might be targeted in the United States and Canada. The suspect was hiding behind a bus shelter as if he was waiting to attack the officers, according to a law enforcement official who said it almost appeared as if he was stalking them. The officers were posing